Hello everyone, Avaira is here. Let's continue the Outer Worlds. So we finally have a choice of planets where to go. And finally done with the previous worlds. Okay. So the choice pretty much between Anta's choice ship and the Outer Cloister. Also on the Outer Cloister there is the archive. Very important, mega powerful PC, so I guess I should go there anyway because I can get information there. Yeah. Pretty much two quests on there. One for Rift Anomaly Modulator, which is important, but his friend still need first information. Although it is not fully clear. This is maybe the bonus information. Like, unclear which one of them is bonus. Because I don't fully understand what is Anomaly Modulator and how exactly to use it. Maybe I will figure it out, maybe not. Alternatively, I can get more information there and then go to, well, deal with Rifts, which is more reasonable. So yeah, I would say I should go for the archive. Visit their headquarters at Laplace Garden. It's interesting that two of them can help, but do I even need anyone's help? That's the question. Well, in any case, we're going for the archive. This ice moon's eccentric orbit around Elysium barely keeps it in the habitable zone, though it remains host to Laplace Garden in order of the Ascendant Stronghold. Cluster's permafrost provides the perfect housing for the archive, the largest computational machine ever built. This calculatory device is liquid cooled to a functional temperature by clusters of surface sea. Oh yeah. Nice.
Commander, word. What
Okay.
happened back there? We had her cornered, bullets chambered, justice within reach, and you just let her go? What am I supposed to do with that? How am I supposed to trust you the next time a tough choice has to be made?
What do you mean? We get all the information and device and everything. She was more helpful in life. I thought we had more trust between us than this. I didn't spare her to hurt you.
Then why'd you do it?
As Earth Directorate agents, we should always seek peaceful resolutions when we can.
Mercy's a fine concept, but I'm not convinced everyone deserves it. Just hope we don't come to regret our state hand. I'm gonna need time to muddle through all this, so let's just end things there. For now.
Damn. He wasn't that pissed off back then. He could shoot her in the back or something. But now I get this outburst out of a sudden. Alright. Whatever.
Moment of your time, Commander.
Alright.
Remember that matter on Cloister I mentioned earlier? Well, since we're here and all, thought we might take it up now. Might be hard to believe, but 20 or so odd years ago, I made a mistake. Feels like high time I righted it. Now I'm out and about again.
To be fair, I didn't remember exactly about the cloister, because I'm terrible with names. Wasn't this about research considered heretical by the Order?
That's where the error occurred, I believe. Others judged it such. I shut it down. Believe I was wrong to do so. For many years now, a former colleague of mine's been in a remote spot called Reasons Pass, on account of my decision.
So Green decided to finally do something about her sense of guilt. That's good. I did full playthrough both here. Oh, you can find it on YouTube, for example. So yeah, I did the first playthrough on Supernova difficulty without interface. It was quite challenging, but was pretty fun. Actually, way more fun than I would expect. And now I'm dealing with the second one. Get a bit of a break because I was busy with other things, but now I'm continuing to finish it. And it's still good, I just don't really like spongy enemies. Outside of it, it's fine. I did my best to make them less spongy by shoving headshots from shotgun in their faces. That helps, but they're still damn spongy. Still need tons of headshots even from best weapons. Sometimes. First one surprisingly good actually. Like wasn't so impressed when it was released. It was also many things were fixed after that. Plus there was no this fancy difficulty. Plus interface actually make it so much worse. Like the whole screen card was interface. And everything. The problem with games that heavily rely on kind RPG elements, that they often you fight in house bars, not the enemies. You not look at the enemies, you look at the house bar. You perfectly know who to shoot to finish because they have low HP, etc. Like you just deplete enemy health bars, and that's boring. But when you remove all this, when you remove all the signs, you actually have no idea where you are. You need to figure it out. You need to orient by the map from time to time, but that's normal. It's reasonable and logical from your character standpoint as well. You don't see markers on everything, you don't see house bars, you don't see their levels. You just, explore the world, look around, pay attention to all the details. And shoot enemies, they will die when they will be dead. That's it. And that feels very good. And despite all the sponginess, I managed to eventually boost the build to the point that one shot at everyone in the head with some powerful pistol. Because I have this kind of strong pistols. Well, there are apparently many other alternatives. The downside of this approach with the Afterwards DOG, because this is not the first game where I disabled interface, but here the reticle of scopes and collimators, etc., they all attach to the interface. So if you disable interface, you open scope and you see nothing. I have no idea why they did it like this, but if you disable crosshair, you don't see it even in scopes, which is ridiculous. So it uses zoom pretty much. So eventually you can't really use scopes through the game. That's a downside. But I played mostly pistol, assault rifle, rocket launcher, stuff like that. Well, not rocket launcher, some plasma launcher, etc. Was absolutely fine. Because you can aim through iron sights and it's okay. Anyway, mostly you need to fight in close range. The game was surprisingly decent. I didn't really like investigation DLC. Outside of it, it was fine. In general, DLC is doing huge leap in levels. That's kind of where the problem comes. Like with DLCs, they bloat in level way higher than the normal game, and they bloat HP drastically, both of you and enemies. Like from 600 HP going straight to 3600. And apparently all your weapons becoming useless because enemies become spongy as hell. And even when you get in the highest level weapons, they still cannot deal with them anyhow good. Like through DLCs you need to, like through the gun that can one-shot in the head anyone in the final missions of the main campaign. This gun need like, I don't know, 5 to 10 headshots in the DLC to kill someone. That's how tough they are. So it's quite messy. DLC is not bad as the stories, but yeah. Especially second one is pretty decent, but have a lot of other problems there. So that's that. Outside of it, yeah, the main game was pretty good. The nuance of Supernova difficulty also that it was not possible to carry companions. They permadying, and because of that, well, I lost my first companion very fast and never carried them again outside of their specific missions, because in any moment they can die. That was questionable decision, I would say. Eventually in second game they didn't make any Supernova analog. Now I'm playing on highest difficulty, and well, Enemy is quite spongy and you literally need to explore every single corner to get every single piece of XP, because otherwise, if you will be at least a little bit lower than enemies, they're incredibly spongy. So, so yeah, kinda like this. So I would say it's very bad that they decide to rely so heavily on stats, especially in second game, because in first you can at least boost weapons, like improve them, shove money into that. Here you can't. Many weapons just useless. Many weapons useless very fast after you find them. It's just strange, very strange balance of damage. The gun's done amazingly. It's one of the best done guns in a shooter. Really nicely done. I'm surprised. Like, didn't expect this at all. Like, in first game they were quite mediocre, and second they best in gaming pretty much, or one of the best at least. Definitely feels very good. Well, similar feeling I get from Metro series, for example. Here it's done at least on the same level, so very good. The problem is, yeah. The guns, many of them look weird, and majority of them don't do much damage. On the highest difficulty, it just doesn't work. Well, at least shotgun works and looks good. That's the main thing. Okay, so let's back to Granny problems. Special Agent Granny. Companions by the way pretty good, and I would say in both games it's pretty decent. Okay. I've never met an Order heretic before. Is she bad at math?
Hardly. Quite the opposite, in fact. She's one of the finest minds to ever grace the Order. Her research was unconventional, surely. She was as well. I think with both, we could right things, get the Order back on its intended path.
Well, we can go right now for it, if you like.
Appreciate it, Commander.
Because we anyway go into the cloister. So it's reasonable. Well, I was not sure to go straight to cloister or to the archive, but that's additional reason to go. Unhappy nails. Very disciplined. And Sprouts here, blue. Tip, 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 tip. Yeah, the guns looks many of them. This is not even the worst looking one, but still looks terrible. I think this is weird, but okay, it somewhat fits the style. Shotgun is fine. That it could be okay gun if not the covers. Somewhat okay at least. But still looks a bit ridiculous. Okay, so where should we go? The midpoint to the endpoint. Yes, this is the place where Granny wanna go. Complication with the computation cerebrum. Senses the order support. So this is the place where I should ask for the support. Turning cerebrum. Processor data. So this should be the archive. What the rest of this thing then? Quite a big place in general. I guess smaller than previous plans, but still quite big. Hard to say. Well, I guess it's reasonable to go straight forward to the order and get the hang of the situation, figure out what's going on. And of course there is still provision dispenser here, because of course, how else can it be? Do I need any ammunition? Probably actually not. So junk. Oh yeah. Damn, have 11k even with
It's cold as an
giving up on
icebox
most
out
of
here.
them.
Don't suppose huddling for warmth's an option?
Well, you could use the hand, you know? There's some guys that may be waiting for us, maybe not. Although they're probably busy with their stuff. Can I explore this thing? It's kinda like excellent and fun, but doesn't seem to be in use anymore. Come on, it looks climbable. Yeah, it seems like abandoned station or something. They climb even there. I mean, it was mostly fine. And it is mostly fine. The lift will not work. Although I would say using lifts so in such places is quite risky. What works like a charm? It isn't even cozy here. So yeah, it's abandoned tower of this protectorate. Not getting information on this place. Antimatter plasma sniper. I mean, the damage is not bad, but the rate of fire is 0.5, and this damage is not near there. If it would be at least 300 damage, then it would be something, but yeah, sniper rifles maybe work on easy difficulty, but nowhere higher. In this game, it's very strange balance. And I've seen tons of complaints about that. People who try to play snipers or something, they just get screwed heavily. And couldn't do any damage after the first plant. So, yeah. Oh, the style in general like reminds actually of Second World War weapons. Like, this is Art Deco, like the Protectorate style of everything's pretty much Art Deco. Same kind of order. That stuff, yeah, it all reminds of Bioshock also, not? Like it all looks vintage, I would say. Many of these weapons, they're quite ridiculous. It all looks like they're from 40s, 60s, something like this. Oh, they even portrayed the Protectorate like sort of a fascist, so, you know. There are some parallels, quite apparent ones. It's funny that the map is kinda over, but I'm discovering more and more something.
What could possibly be keeping the repair personnel so long?
What's going on?
Oh, greetings. By any chance, did you happen to encounter the repair personnel I dispatched to Resistor Bank 2789B12?
I have no idea what this is. No, I didn't. What's wrong with the resistor bank?
Our new JTY-1030 resistor banks are built with enough durability to suffer through a tremendous amount of misuse. But the brutish handling by the Protectorate is too much for it. The misuse is causing moisture uptake, which causes the resistors to give off more heat. In the snow, that means more moisture, which means even more heat. I'm sure you can observe that the problem is cyclical in nature. I don't suppose you'd be willing to aid me in fixing this?
I mean, I can certainly try. I have some skills, Evan. Why is excess heat such a problem?
In the short term, it's wreaking havoc with the weather and causing small, localized blizzards. Long term,
Oh.
the archive would suffer irreparable damage to multiple systems. Undoubtedly, this would reduce its maximum operations per millisecond. Obviously, this is unacceptable. I loathe that, for now, our actions may aid the Protectorate. But we must protect the archive.
Well, yeah, that is reasonable. No, weapons not scarce in this game. This universe have abundance of everything because first of all, like the whole thing of Outer Worlds is evil corporations. They must produce and overproduce everything, so they don't have really scarcity of anything. And they, at the same time, yeah, they're taking all your money, so you cannot buy a lot of the stuff technically, but they have everything. And Protectorate here, like some kind of government economy, so they also have everything. So no, I would say there's abundance of everything here. It is definitely of weapons. The just style is weird. They don't use some really cool tech for that, that's for sure. Well, where can I find the damage resistor bank?
It's down in the valley just southwest of the archive. The heat has liquefied all the snow off the glass surface. It is an easy location to observe.
Okay, and any idea what could be keeping the repair person?
Ursopods, Protectorate forces, rogue scrappers, blizzards, mantisaurs, maybe even Auntie's choice forces. Truly a smorgasbord of unfortunate options.
Of course should be mantisaurs even on the damn cold planet. How are insects even supposed to survive here? I mean, they should be frozen fully, yeah? Well, I will try to help.
Oh, this is most appreciated. Unfortunately, the previous repair personnel took the only repair kit I had on hand. I'll mark the coordinates of the resistor bank on your map, but locating the repair personnel will be up to you.
Well, I am repair personnel
you find
anyway.
the kit. I hope. Otherwise, the repair will be most difficult. I'll guide you.
Okay, well, I can try to get it. Get against the yes. Alright. Here, I don't think anything special really. Just back to the landing pad pretty much. So seems like there are even scrappers here. All the usual problems. Marauders, or bandits or scrappers, or however people would call them. Some aggressive fauna, and two sides of conflict. On top of everything. What about this case?
I find your proposed time frame leisurely. Unaccountably so. But going any faster grossly increases the threat of collapse. Very.
So they're trying to get to the place. There was a passage here, straightforward. Now it's an alternative.
Beneath the snow benefits no one.
Look at the spread.
So long as we are operating
Run,
within the
run!
statistical parameters given.
I'll get you.
I see absolutely no reason to delay. Pick up the pace.
Knock off the funny business. You know, you strike me as someone with a very small body of published work.
That is true. She can see me through. I didn't publish anything so far. Not so surprising. What's this? Looks cozy. Any information here? So fancy no, but I don't want to steal anything. I just curious about information and maybe those ball cards. I mean, those ball cards are always good.
These temporary indignities of the body are nothing contrasted to the Order's future. Keep those eyes open, soldiers. Corneal frostbite be damned.
You can keep their eyes open with these helmets. Although the helmet's a bit better. He's showing something. Maybe staring at the tower, I had to say. It's red also. That must be this tower, whatever that is. Maybe some protector in the base? Can I ask them some questions?
Hold. We're presently observing a ceasefire with Auntie's choice, but its duration may be subject to sudden reversal. Would hate for you to get caught in any crossfire.
Nah, it should be fine, this should be peaceful. Thanks for warning, yeah. So then, may I ask, what are you doing out there?
Gathering data on the enemy's movements and behavior. Blizzards raise the degree of difficulty, but that's our problem, not yours.
Well, sounds like you're having a tough time.
Cloister has been a difficult front, and losing the archive, first to the invaders and now to the Protectorate, has made it even more painful. Never mind the rifts. If you're looking for a way to help us out, I recommend heading to Laplace's garden. Follow this path and you can't miss it.
Okay. Can you tell me more about the garden?
Only the finest place on this ice ball. Words aren't sufficient to capture its many quality attributes. Best you observe it yourself. Avalanche collapsed part of the tunnel to the garden, so the safest path is along the cliffside here. Mind your step.
Before we
Okay.
head to the archive, perhaps we should entreat the Order or Auntie's choice for aid against the Protectorate defenses. Sound to be rather formidable.
Yeah, we're going exactly there. The road should lead straight to the water. Wow, apparently. Otherwise, common troops will just unshove their phones and will play some, I don't know, Flappy Bird. Flappy Spread or something. I like this plan for a change. Previous ones were very colorful and unrealistic. This one just icy biome. Yes, please.
Oh, hello. Cogitate here often?
So that's the tunnel from the other side. Can I help to clear it? Strange noises from the eyes. No, crystals. It doesn't look like the tunnel. It's some kind of cave. It makes quite terrifying noises. Imagine somebody carried a big box of shmoney here, for whatever reason. Why? Okay, that must be their base. It's like a pyramid attached to some electro station. Interesting. They even use Node Protectorate, whatever that is. But looks quite Protectorate by design. Oh, Odra was part of the Protectorate recently. This wanted? Oh, that's interesting. I recognize the thing. Look up your own bounty. Well, I shouldn't have bounty, but okay. Look up. An outstanding bounty found for Avaira. Yay! Look up local bounties. The following are the bounties for the closed region. Please select an entry. Wanted the Mongler, Montezor Queen. They even gave it a name. For the crimes of haphazard manslaughter, egregious desecration of human remains, and habitual mastication and consumption of humans. Brief. The Mongler is one of many Montezors dropped on Cloister by Auntie's forces. In her species, she has proven immensely destructive, intelligent, and resistant to extermination. Of particular note is her special propensity for dismemberment. Montezors are hardly gentle killers, but almost every corpse recovered in this Queen's Wake has been discovered missing all four limbs. For reasons of statistically anomalous viciousness, the Mulgrim must be eliminated post-haste. Yeah, that's all. Quite deadly Montezor. That's, I guess, naked snake people. Some of them prepare chicken breasts, some chicken legs, so chicken wings. This one, chicken wings one. I mean, human legs, arms. Buckshot Bill. For the crimes of organized and disorganized pillaging, theft, and ransoming of research, miscellaneous murder, reckless and constant discharging of a firearm, exponentially increasing noise violation. A once decorated soldier of Auntie's choice, Buckshot Bill, was motivated by only one thing: the acquisition of progressively larger and louder firearm. Apparently, dissatisfied with the selection of mediocre standard-ish Auntie's choice weapons, Bill convinced his unit to desert. He and his bandits have pillaged a number of older convoys, stealing the research and technology within. He and his lackeys were last spotted in the northeast region of Cloister, near an isolated execution chapel. Locate Buckshot Bill and prevent him from ever harassing the water again. Oh, that I surely can do. Okay, there are a couple of bounties here. Not bad. And also this guy stole some weapons. He might have a good weapon. Which part is dangerous, but mainly I
near
can
the
get this
archive
weapon.
has destabilized. Must be a sign. The Protectorate's latest action clearly runs counter to the plan. Mark my supposition. It's only a matter of time until we're called upon to take back the archive.
Yeah. At least I surely go into the archive. Is this how it's supposed to look inside? Well, shouldn't look more cozy than the outside, that's for sure.
Agent, I have a message for you. On behalf of the Order of the Ascendant and her impermeable wisdom, the presiding bishop Ruth Bassar, welcome to Laplace's garden. The presiding bishop is presently indisposed, but I've been instructed to direct you to the Artificer Laureate for whatever pressing matter has brought you to the garden. She's working in Belvedere Hall's secondary courtyard. Enter the large building at the top of the mesa ahead and follow the first hall on your right.
Okay, that's a lot of directions. I was led to believe that Vicar Alden may also be expecting me. Can you direct me to him?
Oh, yes. The vicar did ask me to direct you to him. How positively forgetful of me. He should be waiting for you in Belvedere Hall's main courtyard at the top of the stairs.
Hi, Ren Stimpy. Good day, good day. Yeah, but what about the present bishop? Is he indisposed? Is she sick?
Oh no, not at all. The presiding bishop routinely spends time in a sensory deprivation chamber to hone her mental faculties. Of course, she does seem to be logging more hours in the chamber of late, but I'm certain that's all part of the plan. The rest of the Laureate Council is capable of managing affairs while the presiding bishop is occupied. Really, it's no reason for concern. Nothing in the garden is.
Wait a second, so somebody decided to abuse the position and shove their leader in this chamber and now can fully control the place, I suppose. The space seems oddly calm for being in a war zone.
Look around you. I don't see a battlefield. Do you?
Okay, she have a point. She has a good point. Well, no, but I also don't see any refugees, despite an abundance of livable space.
I'm quite sure I don't know what refugees you're referring to.
Are you saying the water is not even paying attention?
I fear our conversation has drifted from its central thesis. Continuing along this current trajectory seems unwise. Can I help answer any other queries for you?
That's suspicious. I need to see inside and deeper what's going on here. Tell me more about this Belvedere Hall.
Belvedere Hall used to serve primarily as the garden's hub for all manner of research, instruction, and study. A beacon on the hill of progress.
You said used to. What's changed?
Since the Order's forced dispossession of Spyreton and the Archive, many spaces within the hall have been repurposed to serve as a temporary headquarters. Which is to say, please excuse our mess. We're still remodeling.
That's what brought the chaos and lead some people to higher positions, I suppose. Well, thanks for filling me in. I'll be on my way.
May all your problems precede solutions.
She sounds awfully suspicious.
Is it just me? Or does something seem... Oh, never mind.
No, that's not just you. Something's definitely on here. Well, it's not like they have active war, really. I mean, though... Well, definitely not with the Antis-Chase. So technically should be fine. It's a new game. Well, it's not that new, really. But at the same time, it's a good game. It have its flaws, but it's a good game. Sanitation surplus. I would say if you play on normal difficulty, it probably have way less flaws, so it just depends. On highest difficulty, it's a bit questionable balance. Outside of it, it's a pretty good game.
No more than what you need.
Barker. Because he is barking? Or because of what? Hard to say. Okay, where should I start? Wow, she mentioned stairs up front. That's all suspicious, so what do we know in summary? Yeah, that's a side quest. Don't have... do we? Yeah, we don't have any updates for this matter. Okay, I need to investigate myself. No, Divinity I'm going in co-op at the evening. Like... for me currently it's morning and UTC morning anyway. So the evening co-op streams always at the same time and the morning streams also at the same time, but well, they apparently are a different time to each other. So I'm playing different stuff and at the evening there are co-op things. Right now we're going through Divinity, so Divinity will be at the evening. We just finishing the second big location, so soon we'll go to Arcs, I suppose. We dealt with this Blood Island yesterday.
Hey, only security personnel are permitted in this.
Pardon me?
Lift access is currently restricted. Keep moving.
Where's the worst coming from there? Okay, I can speak with her anyway. This is sealed. How am I supposed to go further if access is restricted?
At this time, residents of Laplace's garden are not permitted beyond this point.
Why there is sound from here? I'm confused. Yay. Talk to me. Damn it. That's confusing. There are less conventional methods. Where would that lead? I'm sure they're doing everything horribly wrong, but my curiosity can be stopped. Why would I need to go here of all places? There's somebody here. Absolutely nothing to see here. This case looks like some guns, like quite heavy armor.
The Chamber of Conflict Evaluation and Strategic Planning is currently off limits to non-essential order personnel.
I'm very essential.
Your admittance to the Chamber of Conflict Evaluation and Strategic Planning may come at a later date, as determined by the Office of the Oracle Laureate.
Okay, what I was saying. But his armor looks weird. Look at this. It's mostly just soft parts, actually. It's not even the armor, it's more like, well, partly there is armor, partly there is just soft, bloated materials for whatever reason. Just for fancy visuals, I guess. Look at this.
A visitor? It's for the best that you're talking to me now instead of mid-work. I do seem to have a slight propensity for stabbing randomly with my tools when interrupted, but I suppose that's enough time spinning in the statements column. Speak away.
I get that she don't like to be distracted. I received a message. The truth was indisposed, and to speak with you in her stead.
What are you... Beckett. Another prediction that he hasn't seen fit to notify me about. A more cynical exemplar might posit his doing this to be intentional. If you're here, I imagine you aim to petition the presiding bishop for her support, which is hardly a surprise. She is the most important individual in Arcadia.
Is she? Because I have no idea what's going on. I was kind of dragged in the middle of all this order problem, so I'm not entirely sure. The options. From what I've seen so far, that may well be the case.
I'm glad we're in accord. The presiding bishop's leadership allows the order to act in Arcadia's best interest. Without her, we would be nothing. The corporate invaders will suck Arcadia of its resources and cast it to the wind. And the Protectorate are no better than machines. Moreover, Once we solve the universal equation, it will benefit all of humanity. You, me, everyone. No more suffering. No more doubt.
Now that sounds like some zealous crap. Because I can understand that corporations are evil and should be kept at bay. Protectorate, well, the government must be changed eventually, but that doesn't mean that you need to follow some mega plan and truly believe without thinking, because that's opposite of what the Order should do. Order should think. They're all thinkers and scientists originally. I haven't decided how I feel yet. I just want to talk to Ruth.
Well, I hope you'll see in time. There is a task of pivotal importance to the Order, but I cannot entrust it with just any come-by-chance outsider. As head of the Order's exemplars, it's my responsibility to assess whose aims upon Ruth may be malicious. Prove yourself to me first, then we may discuss the rest.
From what I hear from her, so far she seems like loyal to her superior. I actually need to find someone else for their leader, because this bishop will lead everyone to some blind, I don't know, religion instead of actually critical thinking way that they did at the beginning. You seem a little young to be in charge of an army.
That would be because I am. 3 years ago, I was 5th in succession as Artificer Laureate. Then Auntie's choice invaded. I leave the inference as to what transpired to you, but I believe I was chosen to make the difficult decisions and to remove the hurdles from the Order's path to enlightenment. In fact, one such hurdle is at the forefront of my mind. Cultists have come to infest Newton, an important Order heritage site. I have wanted them gone for months.
It might be the same cult as it on previous planet. Possible. If it bothers you so much, why haven't you already taken it back?
Newton's value is purely spiritual. It contains nothing of strategic value, nor is it a useful staging point. It pains me, but I can't allow myself to commit resources to it. I can, however, commit personal funds and personal favors to individuals ready to weigh the numbers on our side. Journey to Newton. Eliminate the cultists to a person. Then we may speak of getting you an audience with Ruth.
She is awfully logical for a person who blindly believes in some beliefs. And some greater good, in a way. What's the significance of this heritage site, anyway?
Newton contains the Six Pillars Chantry, which was one of the first temples founded after Arcadia's colonization. It's over 100 years old. The cultists are likely profaning it. But even if they aren't, I don't want them there. Our loss of Newton is symbolic. If we cannot protect it, how can we protect Arcadia?
She has a point. Well, okay, you get a deal.
I'll withhold my appreciation until this task is complete. May you act within the equation's confines.
We'll see about that. Okay, so this current bishop leading everyone to some blind trust in greater good plan, etc. That's not good. And she put the previous leaders, if I understand, some kind of chamber that suppress, I don't know, feeling, thinking, something. Didn't get it fully. I need to find it and get some answers from whoever's in this chamber.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Wait a second. Protector as soldier. Here. Why? What's going on?
Well, I'll be hanged. At the pitter of footsteps at my door, I expected another Order ankle nipper, bent on furthering my disquietude. Philo Tresmer, Protectorate wordsman at arms. Mercenary, eh? Your demeanor speaks for itself. In a different life, we might have been enemies. But as far as I'm concerned, anyone here not a traitorous, thrice-damned scientist is a compatriot of mine.
In a way. The Order has a pretty nice setup here. Not sure what's so terrible about them.
Not sure what's... Are you truly so blinded by intricate lattices and scientific hokum that you fail to notice the obvious? The individuals here are cut from the same cloth as the Protectorate, but dare to suggest they have a grander understanding of Arcadia's needs. Yet even as the war is dragged on, they failed to concede. Lost sheep can only wander for so long before someone decides to slaughter them.
Well, that's why we need to kind of militarize Order in a way, but at the same time keep them at bay and logical. Because Order is kind of the best hope for this place, for this colony, but at the same time, only with the right ruler at the top, let's say. At least right direction of going for the Order. If you hate the Order so much, what are you doing here?
Hate is an inaccurate phrase. I find them arrogant and exasperating. Without the Protectorate, this little organization would have no holdings to squat in. I am here because the Sovereign has tasked me with bringing these wayward, pretentious toddlers back into the Protectorate fold. Unfortunately, my time here has taught me that only mass death has the power to change the local hearts and minds. Perhaps enough will be alive to save afterwards.
Perhaps. I didn't expect to see anyone from the Protector in the heart of Order territory.
I am not just anyone. The duty of a liaison is of the utmost importance, requiring due diligence and delicacy. Though I suppose it a mite strange that this task fell to me, as I'd urge the vehement tanning of any wayward body bent on disrespecting the Protectorate. As of yet, that does not include the other Protectorate personnel I've encountered on Cloister, even though they seem loyal to the Consul above all else.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem with Protectorate also. Consul can lead to a lot of troubles. At the same time, Sovereign also, well, just a supreme ruler, which sucks. I damn them, yeah. Yeah, and then we'll see. Protectorate subjects are Protectorate subjects. So what if they are loyal to the Consul?
The Consul is intended to supplement the Sovereign's rule, acting as a spy master and war coordinator. But of late, he has been overactive. The Consul is doing his duty, but I'm concerned that the people may begin to look to him for guidance instead of the Sovereign. I've heard rumors of late that a foolish minority has become skeptical of the Sovereign's leadership. Madness, I say. We must have faith.
Yeah, that's the problem. You shouldn't have faith, you should damn think. Well, okay, I'll be going now. Yeah, that's the problem of both of these factions. Instead of thinking, they blindly believe in something, whatever they believe. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Though, can be some information here. But I don't see any terminal or anything that I can read. What about this way?
I suppose I could spare 0.004% of my daily cycle to say hello.
I would spend like 10 times more, but okay. This is not the way. So okay, this way leads to the bishop. There's also another hunch, which probably would allow me to go straight to the bishop, but not much reason really right now.
Agent, over here.
Who are you?
Well, this is a welcome confluence of events. Why, without you, Gertie and I wouldn't be alive. And any hope of peace between the Order and Auntie's choice would be over. Dreadful, you know. Positively dreadful. How the peace talks were interrupted. I felt our two delegations were making real progress.
Well, the peace talks were interrupted by the rifts in the space. not like anybody would predict this. So, are any negotiations still happening?
Officially, not at present. Gertie and I have kept up communication through back channels in the hope that the discussions can be reconvened in due time. It is my earnest belief that this is the optimal course to chart for the Order, and for Arcadia. Though we could certainly use assistance from an outside force like yourself.
Exactly, I'm that outside force. So, what's needed to get the Order and Altus Choice to work together?
To begin, I believe you would need to put forth efforts in good faith with each of the two groups. Earning the trust of both sides is essential. Once you've worked your way up to meeting our respective leaders, you must convince them to consider joining forces.
What I'm not fully still sure, like, should I even go for this option? Because apparently, yes, that must affect who will eventually rule the galaxy and how it will exist. So there are three sides: Protectorate, Order, and Altus Choice Corporation. Altus Choice apparently evil corporation, no questions about that. Protectorate also in a way evil, and the Order leading to some blind direction that will lead to some zealots fanaticism, which will not lead good. So all of them suck in a way. At the same time, Order seems like can be fixed. Altus Choice probably not. So Altus Choice definitely should be kept at bay. So is it reasonable to make alliance between them? I mean, that will stop the war. But this part is a question of the game itself, like of the whole story. Is the war can be justified? Is it anyhow can be reasonable in any situation? I mean, ideal solution would be to keep the Order as kind of main power of sorts. So corporation will just, well, do its corporative stuff, produce goodies, etc., and nothing special. And the Protectorate, well, I don't know, as it ceases to exist, or will be changed to some, I don't know, folk rule, whatever, any other form of rule outside of supreme leaders or weird aggressive consoles. So currently the power there is usurped and militarized. So uniting them at least can help them to deal with Protectorate eventually, but eventually Evil Corporation might deal with Order. At the same time, Order should be smart enough to not let them do it, so that's hard to say. The problem is Order kinda have the tech to stop the rifts, and if this tech of controlling the rifts will get in the hands of Altus Choice, it will never be good. Because apparently any evil corporation will use it for whatever they will do. But also if fanatics of Order will also take it, it also will be banned. So maybe keeping them in bounds makes sense. From the game standpoint, apparently the choice where you need to work on both factions, spend twice more time pretty much to lead them together to some agreement, probably means the best way possible. But yeah, hard to predict where it will lead because too many variables in this. But I can eventually visit Altus Choice as well, we'll see. For now I need to reach Archive to get information eventually. At the same time, there's a way to get them both helping each other and me. We'll see. So... yeah, I'm not sure it's a good idea have the Order side with Altus Choice.
Caution is the sign of a rational mind, my friend. Would it help to know that I have the utmost faith in our bishop to convince Auntie of the error of her corporate ways?
I mean, maybe?
Well, then, may I ask you to consider the fact that ending the conflict between us would have untold benefits for all Arcadia? The suffering inflicted by this war would be over.
I can agree, but will eventually this lead to the whole galaxy teared apart by rifts because corporations get their hands on them? That's the main question. Okay, let's say I hope. Nah, it doesn't matter what I will get from it. I need to save the galaxy here. That's the main things that I can get from all this. Okay, I'm in.
Transplendent. Remember, seek out ways to help both sides. Engender trust. Gertie and I can let you know when it's time to move forward. In the meantime, I might recommend you work on honing your oratory skills. Our presiding bishop and Auntie Cleo can be challenging to debate with.
Well, so far I managed to deal with the last two bosses just by talking and showing them their own ways. And not only bosses. So I would say I'm pretty good at this. But okay. He has a point, I need high levels. Which I can get by helping locals and dealing with all the shit. Okay, so anyway there is a bishop, but what about the locked person? I still need to find that somewhere. Location with a computering cerebrum. Now let's exit pretty much what? Let's explore a bit more of this place. Yeah, I cannot go further here. Where I can go actually, yeah? Wherever this chamber is, it's probably in the main structure.
Never would have guessed the Order had all this space available, given what we saw at Matriarch's Mercy. Wonder why they're not moving folks in.
Good question. Like, oh, this looks suspicious and raising a lot of questions.
How did your hypothesis about the flowers fare?
Exposing them to melodic sound waves on a consistent basis did affect improvements on their overall growth.
And you controlled for the amount of carbon dioxide expelled from your mouth during these musical sequences?
More testing may be required.
That's confusing. What is this place zone? Some kind of laboratory? Oh yeah, that looks interesting. Yeah, might well get some new guns here. Heavy revolver, prism sight. Yeah, heavy revolver sounds good. Because heavy revolver should do high damage, right? Right?
Have an intellectually stimulating day.
Likewise. So okay, this is a place to modify. I need a vendor actually to buy the weapons. That would be good. By the way, what this? Statement of mild disquiet. I was recently made aware of a not oft used complaint box. How quaint! In truth, I have no complaints. Only one particular quandary. Some of my neighbors were reassigned recently, yet no one has come to take their place. Where have they gone, and why do their quarters remain empty? Would it not be more appropriate to fill these dormitories with more inquiring minds? A place garden remains as beautiful as ever, but it can feel a bit isolating at times. Anyway, thank you for listening. Oh, nothing to see here, seems like. That leads somewhere, and that's locked.
Keep your digits where I can see them.
I mean, kicker for water conditioning. Restricted area. Okay. Not for me right now. It's probably back way inside this place. Sanitation surplus. Should be a vendor exactly, yeah. It doesn't look like a bar really.
Smart researchers patronize the scientician surplus. Quality goods at algorithmically determined prices.
Yeah, that might be the shop. And hopefully I'll get better weapons. Please no, this music is terrifying. Okay, there is a new... Yeah, I can check it. Who can I speak with to actually get trained?
Welcome to the Scientician Surplus. I am the scientician in question. Any inquiries about the stock may be directed to me.
The options? I'm surprised you all know how to keep so much set in stock when there is a war going on.
It's there in the name. Surplus.
He has a point, yes.
Of course you would.
Let's see. crab or hatchling. But for a ship, automatically sent to your canals upon purchase. This little crab was caught, though theoretically cold-blooded and accustomed to freezing climates. It shivers ever so slightly. Perhaps its kind could have taught it the secrets of temperature control. Unfortunately, this is a lesson it will learn alone. At least, its presence brings a pleasant chill to the room. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. Cover fire, what is this? This one builds confidence in your companions, granting them increasing movement speed, frame rate, and accuracy. However, that's supposed to work. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Want to be a good leader. Know your team, appreciate them, and respect them. And use this gun or not. The damage is nothing special. Same as my marksman rifle. I mean, this one at least semi-automatic, so in a way it's doing better DPS. At least it's something that can be tried. How costly? It's not that costly. Open rocket launcher that I already have. Armor is not so fancy. What about this mega giga revolver? That would be nice. So can buy this stuff in case I will need to craft ammunition on the go. You don't have really anything fancy. Literally nothing fancy. Well, okay. Or at least now I know that I can get some mods here. Although, can I get any fancy mods for the weapon? Probably on the scope one, right? Simplifier. Wait a second, what is the simplifier? When did I get this one? Sounds familiar. Oh yeah, the sniper rifle. Or not? No, that's different stuff. That's antimatter plasma rifle sniper. 138, 0.5, 0.8. Yeah, it's all useless. As much as it is fancy, it's utterly useless. Because with this damage and the slow attack speed, it's just useless. Got this one doing 103 damage. Actually more than I thought. And at the same time, I can just fast click it. 4.3 rate of fire. It's much better. Okay, this one I'm inclined to try at least. Maybe not too bad. That's a really weird weapon. With very weird aim. Okay. Yeah, my main complaint is the design of all these weapons. And they low damage sometimes for no reason. Seems like I cannot really go deeper. But I don't see any sensorial chambers here. Maybe from this side.
For pity's sake, is it the pump? Or the sealant?
That's maybe something that I can fix.
Industrial science is mostly theory, they said. You won't have to put your knowledge into practice for years, they said. Now the fountain's broken and I can't... Useless. I'm useless.
What's the problem?
We had an avalanche recently not far from the dome. One of these fountains stopped working around the same time. Stands to reason something must have been jostled loose. I recently placed into the industrial sciences, so I've been entrusted to fix the issue. But I've never had to put my knowledge into application before. It's not going well.
I might be able to help you out. Can you point me in this direction of the problem?
You must be an agent of the architect. The panel here controls the intake and outtake for the fountains. I'd start there.
Okay. Easy, breezy. However, that's supposed to work like this. That somehow worked.
I hear water running. Come see, it's beautiful.
Well, it looks like water. Can't say that beautiful, really.
I'd provide compensation, but isn't the garden's beautification a reward in and of itself?
Sure. It wasn't much work anyway. Nation looks like a waste somewhere. Oh, I could just walk there. And of course my curiosity led me further. Well, there's nothing here. As disappointing as it is, there is nothing here. So mentioned so waterfalls and the only way is here connected to the stairs. Either forward, but forward is locked. Yes, I can go. The way up lead to only a couple places. Yeah, wherever this chamber is, it should be somewhere here, logically. About this way. That may be it. No, that's just... Oh, kind of chill room. Yeah, don't see anything special. The way up is locked. I just don't want to climb in some especially restricted areas so far. That will not lead to anything good. So I don't see a way to reach any sort of a chamber. I can try to speak with this guy. It's gonna go through.
The presiding bishop is not accepting visitors at this time.
Oh, so this is way to the bishop.
Please direct any inquiries to the Artificer Laureate.
Okay, get it. So this is to the bishop. Then where this one is?
Try not to deviate from the norm. The Chamber of Conflict Evaluation and Strategic Planning is currently off limits to non-essential order personnel.
I suspect this is the chamber that I was here. This is one of the place called chamber. That is ventilation. Allow me to climb above, but yeah, just a way jump. Well, I mean, I certainly don't pay attention much to it, right? Don't mind me, just my daily parkour does. I just don't want to ruin everything. Like getting wherever I shouldn't be. No, that's just a shortcut, nothing special. It's probably in case if you're against order, it's a way to move around the far sense. So, okay, both bishop and the other leader locked. Can't get to them right now. Not without the force or in a relationship. And I don't want to so far. But then this was a cafe integration point. I guess this is a bar. Maybe a way to get some information.
Off there, Charles. That's your third conviction today. People will start to worry. Welcome to the cafe integration point. Will it be caffeine or convictions today?
What are convictions?
Convictions are statements which promote personal and professional confidence and well-being, leading to 22.9% more scientific breakthroughs in a given quarter. Interested?
She sounds like she's part of the corporation with all this percent. Well, I've got time to kill. Hit me.
Before I can administer your conviction, I need to ask you a question. In what area of your life do you feel you need the most improvement? Personal or professional?
I don't know. I have some personal issues I'm working through.
Expand on that for me.
Feel guilty for what happened to one of my teammates. I got hurt because of me.
That was a long time ago, Commander. Ain't a can worth kicking around in your head. Not when I've made my peace.
You
Didn't
are
really
not
expect
bound
him to
to repeat
react
the
on this.
mistakes of the past. The future is limitless.
That's it? I don't feel any different.
Is that right? You'd be the first to admit as much. You know, I'm actually nearing the end of my shift. If you're amenable to continuing our chat somewhere more private, I think we could both benefit. Right this way.
Yeah, I never encountered this will be remembered actually. I've seen even another Nick made video about this. This will be remembered, but I never encountered this before in games. I'm not sure where it came from. Yeah, very ominous thought. They apparently made it more of a joke here. But as for instance, the joke itself coming from some games doing this. Maybe it's in modern games like, I don't know, Assassin's Creed or whatever. I'm just not playing them, so I cannot say. But yeah, the sound is very ominous. Wait a second. It was open to conversation. Or maybe actually you're reasonable to speak with her.
You must be curious why I asked for such a discreet rendezvous.
In a way. Well, this cloak and dagger stuff has certainly piqued my interest.
Allow me to whet your appetite for intrigue a little further, shall I? I have adequate reason to believe the Order is conducting a mass experiment on the population of Laplace's garden.
That is possible. So... sounds a little far-fetched, but do you have any proof?
Recall what you have observed thus far. Isn't it strange how calm everyone is? The Order is in the middle of a war. A war, one might say, they are losing.
I can agree. So, what's the real explanation?
The Order is not cultivating its perfect, plan-abiding society through careful ideological pruning, as the laureates would have you believe. It's simple pharmacology. Put bluntly, they're regulating the emotions of everyone in Laplace's garden through drugs in the water supply.
Oh, that's actually possible. Why would the Order do that?
Why would the Order want to create a society of undistractable little academics whose only desire is to advance the plan? I wonder.
They will be crushed by military of other factions if they will just chill with science right now. So it doesn't make much sense. It's still quite dumb at least to do right now. What if the end result is contentment and social progress? Is that a good thing?
One could make that argument, and obviously have. The Order claims the subjects here supposedly consented to participate, but it was begun prior to the schism with the Protectorate, so who's to say? Regardless, if the Order has made some kind of pharmaceutical breakthrough, imagine how useful it might be to certain parties to know about it in advance.
Yeah, like Ounce's choice. Corporations that certainly will not abuse such power. Telltale Games, I basically didn't play them ever. I even had this Walking Dead series, but I bought it on sale long ago when it was somewhat on high, but I didn't have time back then and eventually didn't play it. Maybe one day. Maybe I will play this Wolf Among Us or something when they will release a sequel. Who are you working for, Persephone? I know you're not really with the Order then.
I represent a group of information traders who would pay well to get their hands on a sample of this drug. Interested?
So you're with Samrose, aren't you?
So you've heard of us. Good. That makes this easier. My primary task has been to watch the Order. But I'm confident my superiors would agree. Physical proof is of far greater value than mere rumor.
They 100% will sell it as Haunted shares because there is no other buyer. There is Order, Haunted shares, and Protectorate. Well, maybe Protectorate would buy it, but they don't deal usually with anyone. So you don't really care about what's happening here, do you? This is all about money.
No. This is about control. Everything is.
Well, in any case, it sounds like something worth investigating. Count me in.
All you need to do is enter water reconditioning and collect a sample of the drug.
I believe they call it perspective. This passcode will give you access to the main terminal. Watch the guards patrol before making your way into the facility. If worst comes to worst, I wager Laureate Beckett also has a keycard on him, but that might be tricky to lift. Lately, he's been sitting near the fountains, performing his silly little breathing exercises. If he's not there, then he's likely in conference with the presiding bishop. Whatever you do, be discreet. I can't have any laureates asking questions about me. Understood?
Hold on. If the drug is in the water supply, why can't you just get it from there?
It's too diluted by the time it enters circulation. I need the unfiltered drug, which is only accessible to those working in water reconditioning.
Anything else you can do to help me with the task?
Outside of work, I have, let's call it an alternative inventory. You'll have to pay, of course, but I'm sure I have something that'll make your job a little easier.
Surprise me.
And I'd like to offload some of this merchandise. Sounds like a win-win.
Let's see. Stun button. Yeah, that's not what will help me, that's for sure. Recipe, Order of the Ascendant. I mean, I don't really need it, but I don't know it, so why not? Yeah, that's all. But she have advanced decryption keys, which are quite rare, that I can buy. And so junk. Yay. Okay, so now I get also proof that some shit is going on here for sure. That's not good. But I cannot also act how she is proposed because, well, apparently I don't want to get into troubles right now. Well, I would say I should go outside.
Will not be off, so I hope you studied this time, Briar. You may begin now.
It's a strange place to study anything.
I can tell we have little crossover of interests.
Okay, I have enough of the scienticians. So okay, the show on drugs and lead in general order to shed. That allows Sub Rosa easily do whatever the fuck they want here, which is also not good, because this means that any secrets can be easily stolen from them. So for now, Order is too helpless, and if they will have any powerful attack, it will be just easily taken from them, which means that it will be abused by other parties. Quite a mess here. There is no good future for this colony. Just none.
Did you receive your personalized order prediction yet? I'll admit to a bit of trepidation.
In a way, Protectorate could be not even the worst option for people.
Since deployment.
Honestly,
If it would be possible to change console.
I would have been dead 3 times over without mine.
Oh, that does set my mind at ease. Use caution as you progress. There's been reports of Persepods in the area.
He just runs somewhere with a gun. Okay, so far I cannot do much about the garden. To get to, at least to speak with the bishop, I need already to do something for them. Which is... that's quite far. Process of Frosty Fugitive, Scrapper Camp. Yeah, clear out the counters from Newton. So this is Newton. Yeah, so this is Archive, but Archive taken by the Protectorate. The question is, if this is Protectorate, can I anyhow avoid them? Well, I guess. Can probably go there and there. You should avoid the main part. I don't need to go there for now. Yeah, I would say I should go with this investigation of Grania, because according to what she said, we maybe can find some alternative way for the Order. And they surely need one. We need someone with critical thinking on top. Not some shitter. What the hell is this? How is this, creatures? Can you not shove your head on my way? Whatever that is, shotgun can kill it.
It appears we've dealt with all. That was a close
one. If this are bears, then I am a flamingo. What the hell is this even? Look at this. I mean, in a way they're bears, yes, but they're very awkward bears. Very awkward bears. But they behave certainly like bears, yes. First heavy machine gun. Yeah, and I paid to buy one. Oh, I should try to use it versus them and see how it will work. Look on your special damage. It's hard to see anything up front with this magazine in front of my nose. This gun looks like it should exterminate everything. Looks like a very heavy machine gun. But it's not really that heavy, I suppose. What does it shoot at? That's weird. How does it work? Interesting. If I press once. Weird. So the thing is, the cover fire doing 85x3 damage, which means they're doing it 3 times. Which means that either should shoot 3 times or one shot should create 3 bullets. But it doesn't. Does it mean they're doing triple damage? Hard to say, need to try. Feels good, but will it do any damage? Hard to say. Yeah, the design definitely grounded to First and Second World War. Like, something like this. And the guns feels... well, depends. Like, there are plenty of other weapons like this, for example. Electro weapon, or I don't know, this ray weapon like this. So you have all the weird stuff as well, for sure. But yeah, core weapons definitely reminds of old real weapons. What about this sniper rifle? So apparently uses... yeah, look at this. That's a sniper rifle. Terrifying. It sounds 10 out of 10. All the sounds of aiming, zooming, reloading, it's all like 10 out of 10. The problem is it doesn't do any damage and it's, well, looks as weird as possible. But the sounds, animations, 10 out of 10. I wish they would make a game with some different setting, like proper sci-fi at least, or proper anything. Something like Fallout would be actually nice. Not so weird dystopian corporation future, but I mean, dystopian corporation future sound like cyberpunk. Cyberpunk would be also good, but that's not the case. Where's my electric gun here? Electric gun is the best versus robots. Any robotic stuff being obliterated very easily by it.
Soldier, please assess your pain on a variable scale of 1 to 100.
It's
1 being
smaller.
entirely pain-free, and 100 being the worst pain you can imagine.
There is far too much variability in that scale. The amount of pain I can imagine is hardly an objective measure of the maximum amount of pain I could actually feel.
Your observation is correct, which is a diagnostic in its own right. Now, if you were to indicate, using a scale of 0.4 to 12.7, how close you are to going into shock?
Sadly, that scale is entirely beyond my current comprehension, thus leading me to believe I'm already in shock, and the question itself was the actual test.
Excellent. Our diagnostic is complete, and you should feel free to resume bemoaning your agony.
Amazing help. Absolutely amazing.
You're not going to be a problematic variable, are you?
Nope.
Not in the mood for a random interaction, thank you.
Yeah, seems busy, huh? I was so gonna stuck somewhere here among these robots. Well, the medic can help, at least can distract from the pain, you know? Doing its best, I suppose. It looks like this bear's poops. Architect's fragrance, I wouldn't call it like this. It surely looks like this bear poops. Alien bear poops. That's Alta's chairs. One of their ships, for sure. Was flying in the direction of Protectorate. And nobody gonna shoot? I'm surprised. The place is decently fancy. Okay. Speed up a bit. That's some big ass cannon. Look at this. It will shoot in any direction of this. Whatever that is, it will just obliterate it. That's impressive. It must be Protectorate tech. There are some rifts here. Yeah, I'm coming only close to trenches so far. Nowhere near the place where I should be, huh? No, I guess this is their front line. I definitely don't want to be involved in the conflict right now. Let's pass it by for now. Because I'm not sure which side I should properly help. Can I fix? Because all of them have huge flaws. Well, Corporation is evil by default.
Seems the Protectorate has been gaining ground since winning control of the archive.
ENIAC has likely been sorting out their logistic problems. Took a moon-sized computer to do it. Imbeciles.
I mean, yeah, reasonable actually. What is this structure? Unknown? Whatever that is. Well, it's probably some kind of energy thing. And that lead who knows where. Lead to some creatures. I suspect it was mostly peaceful creature. I mean, yeah, it's some kind of alien deers. I guess, I don't know. Are you friendly? Huh? Okay, they are friendly. I feel myself so guilty for killing this deer now. This seems to be friendly actually. Can I climb higher? I sure can, but there is no reason. Protectorate vehicle, can I get in? Nope. Some sort of harvesters. Oh, I wanna play Tiberium Sun something. Yeah, the nails here as screwed as possible. Is it Order or Protectorate symbol? I'm not good at this. Probably the Order. It's round symbol of prominence Order. Might be some mines. Yep, there are some mines. Well, they're quite apparent anyway here. But this guy kinda looks like a Protectorate one. I better to avoid Protectorate, but look, it's possible. Okay. Why did he explode? Nothing to see here. Let us pass. God damn it. Okay. Guess we're not.
Lay down fire.
That's good actually doing damage. I'm surprised. Maybe they're squishy. Come on, let's go. Oh damn, this is running.
On their weaknesses.
Good for you. Just making noises.
Standing by to stupefy.
Yeah, okay, let's not kill all of them at once for now.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Granny want to kill everyone. I get it. Damn it, so many of them. So let's just go for now. Scrapper. Interesting. Apparently they were gonna shoot at their base. Come on, follow me, follow me. It's fine. We don't need to obliterate the whole base of them for now. Maybe we'll find some alternative solution. If not, then we'll obliterate the whole base and loot it. Because of course. Okay, that lead to exactly our place. Managed to get there. But yeah, damn, this place is blocked. Scrappers. Nobody likes scrappers. Why did I use medical thing? I wanted to use just, well, food, but I guess not possible to use in a fight. Well, okay, whatever. Scrappers for surely shouldn't leave a knife.
Enemy in vicinity. Your replicator is charged. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
To whom? There's nobody alive. Oh, is it? I'm just screaming from behind the mountain. I'm sure that they are our clients. That's a lot of scrap from scrappers. This next lands so perfectly. Protector Dragoon 7. In this world can be only one scrapper, and it's me. Damn, they beat him with a hammer. Okay, that's a bit of a detour. Yeah, well, I'm just surprised I'm doing this in there. I'm kind of surprised. It's maybe doing triple damage, or I don't know, because in previous planet everyone was so tough. Maybe now I find a proper level, hard to say. Cannot say for sure. There's some strange noises here, some explosions. Something like explosions happens all the time. Why?
Reason's pass is off limits. Unwelcome guests will be ushered from existence promptly and without further ado.
Is it normal, Granny?
First, it was Auntie's choice, then the Protectorate. After that, some daft cultists. I don't even know what group you hullheads belong to. Don't care either. Your motivations are relatable to me in only the vaguest abstract form, if you possess any at all.
Is it kind of explosion somebody or actually trying?
Don't be all full of anger now. Just leave.
Yeah.
Check your scopes for
Yeah, I think they just squish you. Yeah, they just squish you. Here.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Can I just die? Thank you.
Wait, that's not who I think it is it?
Dead. The Earth Directorate found a flaw in you. No. Easily start that. You're so easily surprised that you always try to get a jump on enemies. Getting caught leaves you open to damage for a short time, but you're better at stealth now. I never even stealth. No thanks. Why?
Marisol? Is that you? Get in here before any more of these hullheads show up.
Well, she recognized our granny. That's something. So scrappers try to get to her. Well, that explains the explosions. Yeah, just a lot of scrappers. Alright, let's get in. Okay, so let's not loot anything here. The information could be useful outside of it. Don't need anything.
Marisol, you're here. That is assuming you're not some sort of enigmatic mirage or baleful apparition. I thought I would never see you again.
Yeah, now I
It's
have two
been, what,
grannies.
19 years? 20?
21 years, 5 months, 6 days. I've kept up on a few former colleagues.
A few? Right. You retain a different admirer in every port, I'm sure.
Never that anyone could make Marisol squirm like that.
Yes, these are my colleagues. They assisted me in a matter regarding a conspiracy headed by a cabal. It was all rather involved. My identity became revealed after I'd been undercover for a considerable time.
You were flushed out? What other low-probability events have occurred since... Oh, wait, I'm being rude. Forgive my atrophied social graces. I shoot most of my visitors lately. I am Anais Boujold. Welcome to my backwater ramshackle abode.
Seer Anais Boujold.
No one's called me that in, well, you know exactly how long, apparently.
You can call me Niles. Rest isn't important just now.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Well, I can expect it will be a small group of followers with her, not just she as a nun, but... Well, Marisol, you want to tell her why we're here?
Yes. With ample time to think, I've come to recognize I made an error.
Really? That is, an unprecedented statement for you. But do go ahead, I'm listening.
The last 20 years, the Order heedlessly stumbled. First, Antes invaded, then the Protectorate. We lost the Archive. Twice. Had your work continued, I believe we'd have remained closer to our true path. If I had ignored the Council's command.
Well, let them talk for now.
It was a mistake. I miscalculated.
If not for you, I'd be dead right now. And you were right to shut me down. My research was dangerous. A serious threat to the entire universe. I know this for certain now. I've run the numbers. Repeatedly.
Don't you need the archive to perform calculation of that scale?
Had to do all my calculations long form, free of computronic assistance. Wouldn't advise it, but I've been here on my own for decades, and I remain a reasonable statistician. I calculated what might occur if my work was completed, and there is a troublingly high, statistically significant chance of things ending. Everything ending.
Everything, like all life in the known galaxy, everything?
I mean, microbes, mantisaurs. Saltuna might make it, the resistant little buggers. But anything capable of higher order thinking would be gone. I understand how that sounds, but I have spent years checking and rechecking each and every variable.
But your research was destroyed, right?
I assume all my notes and calculations were destroyed years ago.
Anais, I'm afraid it's not that simple. When we shut down your work, it was quarantined, not disposed of. The Order stores all avenues of study deemed dangerous near here at a facility in Winter's Grasp. Unorthodox notion reclusion.
Of all the bureaucratic... No. Winter's grasp is crawling with Auntie's choice. A full unit just moved in. Marisol, will you... Can you...
You're asking me to infiltrate a covert installation to destroy something that could likely end the universe. Been years since anyone said something like that to me. Of course.
Think I missed something. What was your research about, Evan?
I was developing a means of sidestepping much of the presumed requirements to solve the universal equation, using a series of reasoned shortcuts and educated postulations, filling in certain blanks. Trillions. Theoretically, it would hurry the process along so it could be solved in our lifetime, but it was unorthodox. Risky if taken too far. I knew the Council would judge it mathematical heresy, so I attempted to work in secret. Eventually, I was discovered, excommunicated, sent here.
Others facing similar charges were often transferred off-planet, then simply disappeared somewhere along the way.
Yes. Fortunately, someone interceded.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. I hope for some kind of later genius ideas to replace whoever Bishop is currently. Now I'm not entirely sure what to do with this. Well, I still can, in theory, dispose of Bishop if I will find enough information and replace it with someone else. But it's not like I have many candidates. And not sure that I can even do this, but that's what we're about to find out. Well, this seems a bit more involved than what you mentioned earlier, Marisol.
Yes, and it's quite concerning. I understand if your priorities differ from my own, though.
Yeah, well, we should definitely go there as soon as possible.
I might need a little time to ready this place for unwelcome guests. Wouldn't take long.
No, you should stay here. We'll take care of this.
I foresee a 4.7% chance of me complying with that. But fine, no use arguing. Well, this has certainly been nice. Perhaps we'll see each other again sometime.
Let me glance on your special Tossbow card something. There must be one at least now. Maybe not. Usually it's so randomly placed. Sometimes can be everywhere, multiple of them, sometimes just none. I guess she's not a fan of Tossbow or something. Oh well. Though that's not that. We consider tutinary. Oh, it's a helmet. I didn't even figure out that this thing is a helmet. Yeah. It's quite a cozy room. Like, very small, but cozy, yeah? No cards. Engineer clothing. Yeah, I don't see anything useful. No cards. And apparently I don't want to take her supplies. Oh well. Okay, so where is that? This one. And the wood winter grasp. Well, maybe we can follow this way and get there eventually. Could be a good option. Also on the way there is a bounty. The Mongler. The smunters are the special leg to eat legs and arms. Which is someone this way? Well, I guess we will turn there eventually. There are more scrappers here. And Montezur's eating people currently, seems like. Yeah, seems like I triggered something. This Montezur's ate the rest quite fast. Joined by the capsules, they were thrown there by Auntie's chase. That's why corporation also has been always tapped. That's good. Wait, what? Was a horde? Are we now versus Alliance?
Stun weapon ready, Commander.
They're moving so erratically.
Target analyzed.
I can go closer. Shooting from this distance is a bit tricky.
Check your scopes for combatant and
Why is it all explode? Wait a second, now it's shooting. That's weird. So when I'm aiming, I can shoot full auto. When I'm not aiming, it will shoot 3 bullets in a row. And the semi-auto. Strange gun. It also explode everyone to pieces, which is ridiculous. Because I would make some mechanics also connect to all this cold temperatures. But it seems like they decided not to. That monster a lot of booze. Why? Yeah, that should lead to the Montezur Queen. Compact assault rifle, that's something new. 57 damage. Well, that's higher than other assault rifles. It's some FAMAS or whatever that is. Analog. Yeah, that actually looks like FAMAS analog. Well, the DPS is quite high actually, yeah. Something to try for sure. Yeah, looks bit meh, but yeah, bullpup weapon even. Logic is not that good at penetrating armors, but DPS should be good, which is apparently will not work that good versus Montezur. Better to prepare something like this, a shock maybe on. Here's some covered with shit. And some various things. Yep, no limbs. Why are you screaming? Agate mushroom. Want to choose supply crate. What happened?
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Multiplication in progress. Taking the fight out of them.
Commander, watch your back!
Dead. But the thing's obliterating me. I need to reload. Oh! The thing came for me. Oh, I'm so gonna die. Didn't expect this tiny little shatters.
me up. It would improve your odds.
Do not get me like this. But yeah, might as well have been just pretty good. Simply disabled Manticore and killed her. If not dead, we will be quite screwed, in addition to all the tiny little things. We have an old skeleton of old Montezers here. Not sure what about the supply boxes. I guess Altus Cheers would like to get one. We already retrieved it. No marks everywhere. It's like this Montezer Queen marked every day by a cloth swing. At least they're not that tough as on previous opponent. Because these mutated ones were worse. What this guys? Can't understand. Oh, that must be a scrapper. Why are they exploding?
Go for fortification. Back and scale.
It's so tough and I need to reload. And the downside of the shotgun doesn't have too many rounds in it. Mishmash. It was quite useless. This one is locked. Unless there is no way to open it, because should be something inside apparently. Maybe just dead Montezers. That's also possible. Possible current. Engineer, that's not the most useful one. Good crit damage, but nothing else. That's it. I'm surprised that some sort of grass haven't grown here. It's not like there is a sun here. Although, not everything even that cloudy actually. And we made the circle. Alright. Now we can go check whatever that is and eventually arrive to the place of the quest. There's so many monsters here.
Check your scope for combatant analysis.
I'm surprised that he is still alive. Okay. So ridiculous. spray some gem nothing from them, whatever that is. 354 DPS, it's kind of the same as the other one. But using compact rounds. Compact rounds I have quite a good amount, but yeah, that looks like trash. That looks like unbelievable trash. What the hell is even this? That's terrifyingly bad looking weapon. Yeah, no thanks. I mean, I have this thing that also looks terrible, but yeah, they're using the same rounds, but that one actually can do much more DPS. Yeah. This one DPS 190, like nothing. Who would need this? Oh well. It is what it is. Yeah, that thing might be not bad of a weapon, but probably not versus Montezers because Montezers apparently armored. So this way leads to the center of the map. I guess if it's not a dead end. Hard to say really. More Montezers. Can be just a cave. I guess reasonable to follow for now. There are mines. It's better to avoid. A garnet headpiece. More mines. And all combined with barrels. Yeah, that wasn't that effective, apparently. Although it didn't work that bad on weaklings. Reloading is quite fast as well. Pretty good weapon. Looks mediocre because of the weird barrel and stuff, but at least not a bad weapon. And finally an assault rifle, because everything is the best marksman rifle. Yeah, that's just a way to the center. And then we shouldn't follow it for now. Would be good to find some more rare version of this weapon. It also will not be acidically green. And maybe we'll do more damage. Yeah, that led to some kind of complex, but what it is? Oh. Whatever that is. Judging by this, I would say it's one of the Sub Rosa outposts, at least.
Wonder what they're keeping on ice here. Sorry, couldn't resist.
Okay. I didn't really get the joke. More Montezers. Probably more dead scrappers. Yep. What's good? No, it's order. Okay, there are more Montezers. Let's check this place first. One braced uniform. That's actually protectorate uniform. Oh, I finally found them. 109 damage. Well, it's kind of the same as marksman rifle. Let's see how it looks. I mean, looks weird from a side, but so far I'm open for trying it at least, to give it a try. Let's see. It's pretty much heavy reward from the first game, just more weird one vision, yeah? I mean, it's done not too bad. What happened? What happened? Why are we in a fight? Who are we in a fight with? What's going on? That's confusing. I guess my noise attracted someone? No idea. So is there any point of using it outside of the different type of ammunition? 170 weak point. What's the distance? Effective range 15. No, it's 50, yeah. Effective range 40. Damage plus minus the same. 100. Actually, why is the damage is different now? At some point it was 95 and now it's 109. That's confusing. This one was high damage before. Maybe it depends which weapon chosen also, somehow. Yes. The weapon getting some bonuses. Interesting. This one is 118 actually, yeah? Now it's a bit weaker. It's like it's adjusted to my stats. This one 45, 8. 45, 8. Oh, that's maybe connected to distances maybe and stuff. Because I have some perks. Well, okay. Well, whatever. This stuff doing plus minus the same damage still. So one's chosen 109 damage. And this is 103. Well, okay, pistol doing a little bit more damage, but works only for very close range. DPS 129, 285 apparently. Yeah? Okay, weak spot higher, but partly because of the mod. Crit damage 255, crit chance 31. Same. So all in all, pistol is technically useless. Maybe have good mods for it. Maybe there will be some special version for it. But at current state, it's me. I mean, could be just fun to try it for some time, but that's kinda it. The problem is I don't have that many slots. Because I sure need anti-robot stuff. Especially when I'm going to some facilities. At the same time, weapons can be switched. Definitely assault rifle is very good for DPS, that's for sure. Pistol I just like to use, but well, can replace for now. There will be robots. I guess I will need to just switch. The handle is very small, like the weapon too bulky for such a small handle. Looks disproportional a bit. Okay, there are Montesaurus outside and there is facility. Well, let's check Montesaurus first.
Let me know when you need a stretch.
Yeah, it is time to do stretch or whatever you wanna do. Yeah. Shoot away the head. This one's stunned. Can it just die? My, level up. More uniforms. Information. Personal log. Warden McDavis. Finally, a bit of peace. Just me, the sounds of what passes as nature on this world, and this week's 45 pages of protocol updates. As Marshal Wilkins reminds us after announcing the week's refreshment candidates, an army filled with incorrect thoughts is already defeated. Here on the ground, without direct contact with command, his wisdom and adherence to doctrine is our greatest weapon. More time than is typical is now required to memorize the ever-increasing amendments to regulations, so I find myself seeking methods to better optimize my time. This peaceful alcove gives me the focus to study the regulations with the attention they deserve. The serenity here brings me back to my parents' farm at the edge of the Sovereign's forest on Eden. Even now, the strange place is filled with the same absolute silence the forest would take on when a predator was. Yeah, talking of predators. Yeah, not sure about silence, it's not like there are many creatures here to suddenly become silent. But yeah, level up. I even get the perk. But first things first. Guns 8, engineering 8. And speech 9. Perks, let's see. Oh, what's left? Marksman rifles, pistol, sniper rifles have increased range and expand damage. Actually, yeah, maybe. But it doesn't include assault rifles. It's gun crabble ranger I already have, or not? That's different. Oh, it's adding vintage. So I need crabble ranger to unlock it. Yeah, that's not bad. More damage and expert damage for sure, because either marksman or pistol I will use in any case. This one, guns with automatic burst of fire, deal increased damage the more you fire. Once reset of this weapon, not firing for a few seconds, I guess on renowned. Also good one. Tracing shots, your shotgun sends SMGs, ignore a portion of armor, making them more effective against armored enemies. Shotgun should annihilate enemies with this, but shotgun already does. That's the nuance. If I would choose this, I would run only with shotguns, which I already do too much. Gunrunner, yeah, they just shoot and running. Magazine size. Sharpshooter. Marksman, assault and sniper rifles deal increased damage at distances, but less below that distance. Economic damage for this weapon is also increased. Mostly positive one, especially because I have point blank, which is damage with shotguns and distant pistols increased against target within 10 meters. Well, yeah, it's only for short range. Trophy Hunter gain crit chance with all weapons against all enemies, the chance increased against strong enemies such as leader and bosses. So pretty much 5 crit chance additional, which will be only from 31 to 36, but up to 50% versus strong enemies. It's a good one for sure. Explode kills, ricochet, nah. That's not it. Bribing I don't need. Makeshift armor, but I also want to get this one eventually. Whenever you craft items, your armor gains a temporal bonus. Oh, temporal bonus. Well, okay. Scoring kill with temporary cause human creature enemies near the target to be frightened. It's kind of effective one, technically. Strong enemies such as leaders and bosses can be frightened this way until their leader has been sufficiently reduced. It's kind of not reliable. When I need to take hell off lead. And this one. I would say this one is good. Rifles, pistols, why not? Let's raise the damage. It's 16, 101, 109, 116, yeah. Yeah. And also expert damage is higher, so headshots should be even more deadly. Yeah, expert bonus now 195. Quite good, quite good. It gets stuck.
What was...
This protector structure. Oh.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Got a distraction for you. Demonstrating requisite metal. Careful. Might be lying in wait.
Are they under us? Oh, no. It's already a lot of blood here. Ah, that was the order of Ascentia probably. Recent deceased other scientist. Even a cursory glance reveals spilled blood and several bullet holes. Explains the undoubtedly violent and this unfortunate woman met. The pool of blood has soaked into her once white lab coat. The piece of paper that she clutches in her hand isn't completely ruined yet. Examined. I can't be sure without studying them further, but this plan seems to match the building you're standing in. The cipher? The note includes a crudely drawn map directing you to a hidden room located elsewhere in Arrow. With their then breath, the scientists attempt to scrub out a couple of words over the location of the room. Something punch? Perhaps an item to help you strike harder? Oh, purple berry punch or something. Crunch. Frost grenade recipe. That's a lot of them.
Let's skip to diplomacy.
Check your scope for combatant
Can you not push me, Granny? Come on. Please. Why am I missing so much? It's ridiculous. Can you not? It's not the smartest cookie. But yeah, it seems like it was an order of Ascentia that was taken by Protectorate or what? In any case, somebody killed scientists. Now there is Protectorate everywhere. In general, the entry definitely blasting everything on the way. Which is the typical Protectorate behavior.
Let's dismiss with the how do you do.
It's random robots. Though they're probably always here. But yeah, with Protectorate, surely need to keep this gun close. This was any drones, dragoons, I definitely better to have it. This one is sealed. Everything is quite destroyed here already, huh? Not entirely sure what happened here so far. Only apparent that Protectorate charge here.
The door appears jammed, Warden. I cannot actuate the lever.
Conduct a full manual override. That fails, we'll have to cut it.
No luck, Warden. The system is completely
In which case, we might as well try our luck with the
I can't
Emirates
interact
scanner to
with it at
reroute
all.
power.
So be it. This door is so thick, we've no choice save to cut it at the bolts themselves.
The bulkhead door wiring issue. Though I'm no engineer and I hate to be perceived as bombshells, I think I've solved the bulkhead door's power issue, apparently at least. It appears the film's circuits are lacking power, so the solution is to route the current through a maximum of 4 breakers. If you do 5, the power drops below failure levels and nothing happens. But I think 4 should do the trick. My shift is about to end and I've neighborly investigations and observations to perform tonight. So proving my theory will have to wait till tomorrow. Unless McCarthy repeats that questionable thing he's been doing with those spreads at night. In that case, tomorrow may be spent talking to Arbiter Venus.
Got the torch. Please step back, Warden. I've never used one of these in the field.
This probably isn't the time for field training, Pamela. Let me have it. Avert your eyes. Sparks will be dangerous without polarized lenses.
Should be fine, I guess. With them. Do I need to activate 4? Let me see. That comes from the generator. Okay. It's exactly 4. Should be perfect. Should be, but not. Guess his theory sucks. I need more or less. Oh, 5? Wait a second. You mentioned like 5 is too much and lead to something. Solution is to route the current through a maximum of 4 breakers. If you do 5, the power drops below failure levels and nothing happens. So 4 is not correct, which means we need 3 somehow. Okay. I can order the standards come to this and go into that. Can I anyhow do it less? Is it even possible? Let me see. Because currently 4 of them already gone. Okay, yes, 5 being reset. That's apparently not enough. But I still need to flow either like this or like that. Doesn't mean much really. Yeah, that's weird. Maybe it's connected to the type of it. This combination. Can I understand how did it work or not? Let's see. Can I get to the room? Yeah. Oh, actually, that activated the room, so I guess I achieved what I wanted. What's this person? It's nothing special. Actually, I could bring some stuff. I have so much stuff. Too much stuff. First of all these old guns can be broken for sure. Oh, these things kinda do different damage. That's why Martin kept it. So many armors and no uses because they don't provide actual armor. No, what else left? These things. Yeah, sniper rifles I don't need, they're not good anyway. Burst heavy machine gun, not the worst one. Episode seems they have different. Yeah, cover fire is different actually, yeah? It's normal, that's cover fire. Increased critical hit chance and chance changes the weapon's aim downside fire mode to a 3-round burst. That's not that good. So it's actually supposed to have two various types of fire. Yeah, that one I don't need. Break down all junk. What am I getting from it even? Crude biomass, biomass. Yeah, I guess instead of selling junk, I can just break all of it. That can be used for either crafting or I can just sell it. Alright. Yeah, don't know any special mods. Yeah, it's so cluttered. Extremely cluttered. And switching this doesn't even change anything. Nah. I mean, I probably could. Some V1 was always well, but no. Not my thing. How will I ever replace this? Lord help me, I tried another cistern of Rift Amplified Ether to that Snake Thompson, which brings my total thefts to 13. 13 rare, delicately manufactured casks, which I have no idea how to replace. Stunning, in exchange for this unwholesome and substantial pharmaceutical grade narcotic carbohydrate. Triple berry imitation berry brew. It haunts me. It calls to me. It gives me cravings of such fervor that I awaken from a dead sleep struck with a sweaty palsy at all hours of the night. There's me no choice but to do absolutely anything in pursuit of that saccharine, sweet and tongue-numbingly spicy taste. Anything. I couldn't given an honest vendor of ill-repute experimental propulsion materials with absolutely no idea what he is using it for. Yet, sovereign forgive me, so long as he keeps me in these brightly colored toxic bottles, my illicit pipeline will keep flowing to him. Yeah, probably a punch. That's what I expected to find here, actually. Not some fancy secret. I mean, fancy for her, not for me. For me, it's quite useless. Well, nobody else needed. Oh yeah. Bondiana. Sure. Well, I'm surprised I didn't encounter games where I could play something like this. Some goofy evil corporation simulator maybe would be funny, but not sure about this. Not that. Researcher's logs. Scientism device done. Rift and network experiment controls. That sounds interesting. These experiments combine material from the rifts with hyper-compressed ether, are heading in a direction that is equal parts exciting and terrifying. As such, there are certainly risks associated with it. For any authorized personnel who wish to process further redundancy testing samples 12C through 70G, I have left a specialized piece of protective equipment in the safe. A person discovered regular visual and auditory safety devices provided inadequate protection. Please sanitize it upon conclusion of use. The code for the safe is 0112358. Whatever this safe is. My work carries on. When I was young and first learned the theories of what might be possible were we to find a way to harness the ether, to be able to pull it from the space around atoms, from the air itself, my life's work was set. I was determined to help find ways to harness and direct that power. My scientist mentor, Laureate Meissner, shared my determination. She theorized that our ability to focus ether was limited only by the refractory capacity of our lens shell noseless, and my research has proven her correct. If only she had survived the ether containment failure that awarded me with her position, I believe she would be proud to see how far we've come. The ether takes focus better than imagined. Our new lensical noseless functioned exponentially better than our equation predicted. It was a marvel to behold. But the day's real breakthrough came when we refracted the ether through a sample of specially refined uranium. Unfortunately, today's test created enough thrust to shift the arrow almost 2 meters to the west. I can imagine what that is going to do to the ferrocide of our foundation, or our roof's ability to keep the snow at bay. Greater precautions are called for. In our attempts to create the perfect thruster, we inadvertently crossed the line into scientific abomination. The new lensicles were too good, the ether became too refractory, and instead of channeling the energy into localized thrust, it was ignited as plasma and sent hurling across the lab. There was nothing left of the lab's mascot spread except an echoing yaw and the overwhelming stench of seared fur. Her mittens went up in a flash of vapor as the terminal she sat upon, a monitor, 2 chairs, a table, and my favorite lunch, a sandwich of pickled salt on a salad, were vaporized by the plasma-sized ether pulse. Now that we know this line of scientific pursuit can be so naturally turned to weaponization, we must knock it away until proper safety can be created. Needless to say, the team was deeply disappointed that such riveting new research should be forestalled, but none questioned the discussion. Well, at least they a bit tried to be cautious. That's something. Can see something here? Yeah, that lead to the other side. That lead... Ah, I need to connect it to different... Yes, I'm an idiot. Yeah, that opens the main door. So it's most protected scientific facility after all. The death. Big Bang. 2000 damage. And reached rift particles. Homo type. Okay. This gun was made when the scientists asked, why are miniguns bigger than regular guns? Mods mass distraction.
Taking for bloody ever.
It would be faster.
I got it open. Be prepared. The intruder is in the lab.
I really want to fight us. There. Why? Could just stay away, but they decided to attack.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Yeah, I shouldn't stay like Rambo in the middle, because the other guy wasn't disabled.
Adversary vulnerable. Yes, the weapon is very impressive, but do take a moment to admire its classic order.
Oh, mistake. I want to cancel grenade.
Batten scan.
robot was surprisingly tough. So what about the weapon? It sounds like an absolute weapon of mass destruction. Yeah, it was then prototype super weapon designed to harness the power of the rifts. Charge of this can unleash a massive projectile that vaporize all in its wake. I have only 2 charges for this. That's literally BFG, pretty much. Look at this thing. That's true weapon of science. Better not use it for now. Just unless I'll get a bit more ammunition. But yeah, for some tough cases. Can be an absolute banger. Oh yeah, that's the safe. The standing safe with a faintly glowing dial promises a bountiful prize for anyone with the right combination. With a deft hand and the right tools, you could circumvent the need for a combination tyranny. And I can, but I also have the password. You successfully open the safe and gives up its hoarded treasure with a gentle click and the swing of a steady door. Description for the damn safe. Stabilizing matrix. Reinforced with shock absorbing materials and an accompanying ballistic wave to reduce the rate of ruptured eardrums and shrapnel wounds. Yeah. Can have probably quest purpose, but hard to say, really. This is a helmet that protects from rifts? I'm not entirely sure. Let's check the direction first. Not even sure why I'm here. I mean, I was just curious. But everything went out of control. Some type of field was random use as tools of intellectual discovery. Weapon parts are scattered across the table, including 2 chemical canisters that have some remnant rift material left inside. Well, I guess it's possible to get more ammunition. Hard to say. I have a lot of medicine. But yeah, I might well need to craft some trauma cans because I'm getting one-shotted from time to time, which is then because I'm dumb. Invisible wall. In case of you was interest. Maybe it's a glass. No, it's an invisible wall. There's no glass there. Okay, so seems like I can go there. But I'm not sure that I can go there without...
We can craft this gunk to some lethal ammo. Once we've gotten our hands on that rift device, we can look for more of it too.
Rift device. Rift residue. Common material for crafting workbenches. Yeah, there's particles, so now I can craft this ammunition. Yeah, that's surely cool stuff. Can we possibly go there? I'm not sure, maybe I should... I'm not sure what is the device, like, probably not the BFG, I have to shoot it down. Just not clear what it is, it's just Rift Anomaly, yeah. And use the helmet cannot protect me anyhow. How does it work? Because what's so special about this helmet? Oh, here there is description. When I looted there was no description. On ADS and remain in it, sway gradient decreased to 0 and even DS reset this. That's useless. It's just a helmet. I'm disappointed. So I probably can't do anything about that. I doubt that this is a gun to use, although it's kinda all close to here. Oh, I can try to shoot it and see. Will it dispose of rift? It did not. The usage was quite impressive though. Okay, let's just try. Oh, I actually can pass it by. I wasn't sure. Okay, there was a bench here. Don't mind the rift. Let me craft. Crafting. Yes. How costly the stuff is. Yeah, switch through this. You get trauma kits, by the way. Enough for now. There's ammunition. This is it. I thought it was a grenade or something, but seems like that's actually ammunition. Oh, I crafted a little bit more, but yeah, without gathering these particles, can do much.
Let's get him over with.
Judging by the voice, that's a wrong weapon. I mean, it's a weapon, but it's wrong.
Is charged. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
I had to do when Berserk Mars though. Might be more robots.
I usually prefer assassination over technology theft, but I must admit that was a delightful little heist.
Well, we get some fancy weapon, that's for sure. And it's now with me, not with whoever could get it. Still eventually need to get there, which is not so easy. There is also the other place. I'm not sure which way to go better. Well, okay, let's go closer to the facility. What type of ammunition to use? Long rounds. And I have 1300 of long rounds. I'm good on it. That's a big one.
Target analyzed. Ready on fire.
Just teleporting things.
I'm the one you need to worry about. You lot couldn't hit the broadside of the frame up to, but I'm not ready. Appreciate a little help, Commander.
Yeah, I also would appreciate the help. Yep, that's too many of them.
You're more effective when you're not dead. No one is capable of dead activity.
Oh. That's too many of them at once. Give me time to reload. Too close and we're a bit surrounded. Ooh. It's too tanky, huh? Yeah, I need a shotgun upgrade for such moments. Shotgun would probably one-shot to two-shot things. But yeah, it was Mega Monster, that's why he was so tough. Didn't figure out the difference at the beginning. What, this one's the same? Because this one was also huge. Yeah, it was 2 Mega Monsters, that's why it was so deadly. I underestimate them, that is just regular ones. rocket pistol. Okay. Mini rockets. More mini rockets. This pen surprisingly given quite a lot of different weapons. Simplifier. Process notification, switch between zoom levels. Still use us. Rocket pistol, single shot, breech loaded, handle held, rocket launcher. Oh, damage plus mine is the same. Looks a bit more fancy than the other rocket launcher. Quite bulky one. I mean, not the worst thing, I guess. But probably doesn't work that good versus these creatures. Are these Funtex symbols? Yeah, they are. The Funtex took this place as well? Maybe way more widespread than I thought. Okay, this cave led to them. What about the other way? That's an impressive tower that I can't even see on the map. Yeah, it's somewhere here. One huge weird structure, whatever that is. No, doesn't seem like I can get anywhere here. Mantis are corpses, half frozen, half crushed, and all dead. Despite the obvious cause of death, it seems like the monsters are actually dead fighting. Close inspection reveals blood on its mandibles and a bulge in its throat. It might be possible to extract whatever foreign matter is obstructing the monster's throat. Yeah, I'm not that good at this. Yeah, he teared an arm from this guy, maybe it was a weapon. Decided to poke him in close range, which didn't go that well. But yes, Mega Mantisaurus are no joke. Quite dangerous. Looks like only one cave remains. The one that lead to fanatical hideout. And many piles of poop. The alien poop. Repeating rifle here. Not sure that anyhow good. Shoot machine gun. Range shotgun. Yeah, range shotgun is always amazing. The bolt lever. Yeah, repeating rifle was at the beginning. Yeah, DPS 46. 46! Not a good one. So many of them just died as Mantisaurs. I didn't see it even. Yeah, judging by the symbols, that exactly should be the way.
Poser science cult encampment ahead.
Yeah, that's cultists. Cultists are maniacs. So cultists blocking all the way to this place. But there should be also Auntie's chairs that was dropped there.
My brothers and sisters, the architect has honored us name of the architect, we are tasked with defending this glorious gateway from the heathens and ne'er-do-wells who would see its magnificence sullied. Remember, any who die defending the rifts, the greatest of the architect's creations, will find themselves reborn in perfection. To die
They're pretty much not monolith.
is not a mark of shame. It is an honor of the highest order.
Fastest way forward is through!
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Batten scan.
Don't make me bury another agent!
Can you disable this melees? They're so ridiculously tough. Can I heal myself? No, I can't. This guy is absolutely unkillable. Do you have any other weapons? Oh, damn it. Yeah, this melee guy just... I don't know what's wrong with him, but he absorbed thousands and thousands of damage. And like others was quite unkillable. Okay, we should do it our usual, more safe way.
Ready, Commander.
He dodged it on the fly. How the hell? This gun is useless. Now he's have it on cooldown? Okay.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Fortification in progress.
That's probably this unkillable guy.
Batten scan. Reviving me is strategically optimal.
They're doing so much damage that they disable them immediately, yeah? And stop spamming for a moment. Come on! Damn that.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Can you...
Fastest way forward is through!
Hard to see them really. But yeah, some of them were incredibly tough. And one shot in the same time. Yeah, this guy specifically. Yeah. Had some even unique weapon. 45 damage. One shot me with my 1000 HP easily. But if I'm taking it, it's just doing 45 damage. Which means 0, pretty much. 45 will not do anything. Amazing. But yeah, this guy's a no joke because of the melees. It's a pretty unkillable. I need full attention to kill one, but when I'm on the heavy fire, it's not so easy to do really. It's fine that the same visually drugs were used in DLC for the first game. By this profit of profitability. This man is spread here. That's the question. So what is this shock rifle? Yeah, I didn't buy this one before. DPS is not that bad. Heavy assault rifle. Curious to how this stuff works. okay. Kind of offensive, but this one better because of the chain effect. Need to check for cards also. Not sure they can get enough heat like this. When everything covered with snow and ice here, it must be very cold. I doubt that it can exist like this. Not to mention that all the snow should be melted around this place if it's anyhow warm. There goes milk. No cards found so far. Imagine sleeping in a tent with snow. That will be your last sleep. Oh, they worship the rift. Like a campfire. Rift Watcher Journal. Entry to 8. The rift is mesmerizing in its beauty. The undulating way it moves and flows. The sinuous way it twists and turns. I find my inner self moved by it in ways I can't articulate. I'll return tomorrow to observe it further. Yesterday, while on standby, I spent the entire day transfixed by it. I neither ate nor drank, I simply gazed into its depth. I know we aren't supposed to go near it. We're supposed to wait until we are expressly permitted to cross over, but I can no longer restrain myself. Tonight, during my allowed watch hours, I shall embrace the architects at long last. Oh yeah. Get disintegrated, I suppose, by the rift. It feels like there will be a way to interact with them eventually. Feels like it will open some additional ways and possibilities and locations. Because in some places there used to literally block in the way. It's hard to say for sure. So this camp was just a tiny little camp, and we still need to get further. I thought we can go there by this way. I guess I was wrong. Yeah, because that's just a dead end, so we eventually need to go either like this or like that. Oh well. Then no way to reach this place fast. I guess I need to return then. And go from scratch pretty much. Go to the garden to check on mods, because now I have more weapons, but I don't have mods for them. Maybe I can improve them. This guy.
You are here for a reason?
Wait a second. This guy didn't have mods, but okay. Yeah, he didn't have anything useful. Music is creepy, huh? Yeah, that one. So there's there are some mods. Let's see. Now this by my shotgun. No thanks. Yeah, some weapons I didn't get so far. Plasma barrel. I mean, transform them into some kind of plasma or whatever things might be not the worst even thing, because the weapon itself I kind of like at the same time. Like this, it should be possible to do some alternative damage. It's instead of some weird weapons that doing this damage normally. Okay, shock rifle biomass. Isn't gonna get anything useful. Change damage type to shock. No thanks. Definitely don't want to transform this physical into shock. Sound shots increase sneak attack damage at the expense of base damage. Yeah, that should be very good for sneaking because base damage is quite high. Minigun. Okay, so we have minigun game, but I didn't find it so far. Heavy machine gun advanced mag, increase magazine capacity and reload speed and adds penetration through soft targets. I suspect it will not work on what they have. Let's see. Cover fire. I have only one slot. Barrel. Does it count as barrel? I suspect this is probably barrel change and this is magazine change. Plasma barrel. Yeah, that's plasma. That's different. Advanced mag, increase magazine capacity, reload speed, and penetration through soft targets. Yeah, that's different. So 3 pages pretty much of it. Okay, let's see. Increase magazine capacity. So for single rocket pistol you can increase capacity. Okay. Maybe. Change damage type to plasma at the expense of lower damage. Change damage type to shock at the expense of lower damage. Yeah, I'm not sure. Increasing capacity doesn't sound too bad. Not sure how much I will use this pistol though. Okay, I can boost one. Reinforced barrel. Increase weapon range while reducing recoil. Feature enhanced rifling and tuned harmonics. Extended barrel provide additional accuracy and enhanced projectiles velocity. Oh, that's not too bad actually. Range shotgun. But scopes. Can I get anything for range shotgun? It is actually a mod because for some reason it has slots. Oh yeah, there is a shock. Oh, there's shock barrel. Can I get anything that just improves that? Because mods supposed to logically improve things, but they don't. They just change them into some alternative weapon damage type, which is not that great. And scopes I don't need. Because they make it harder to aim actually. What's the saved interface list? Oh yeah, by the way, compact assault rifle, advanced mag, increase magazine capacity and reload speed and adds penetration through soft targets. Sounds good. Now fires in a 3-round burst and has increased crit hit chance. No, I don't like burst weapons. Yeah, that one is good then. Shock plasma barrel, I'm not sure. Sort of barrel enables firing while sliding monthly on sprint, increase recoil, spread, and movement speed. Nah, that's not good. Reflex side, hologram side. Well, okay. That's something at least. But to modify it, I need nails.
Hey, Commander. Can we talk? Promise it'll be quick. I wanted to apologize for the way I handled things after Greater Tranquility. I still feel my anger was justified, but I could have been more tactful. I've also given some thought to what you said about seeking peaceful resolutions. Don't know if that'll be possible at the end of all this, but I'll try and stay open to it. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. We can get back to the mission now.
Well, yeah, I can understand his hatred toward her, but that's what it is. We need to save the damn galaxy first and foremost. Oh, I appreciate the apology, Niles. Thank you.
Only felt right to clear the air. I've learned the hard way what happens when you leave things to fester.
Yeah. Okay, I need field
Sure.
tinkering.
Always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind?
Need to modify. Accept. Okay, I think I'm great at everything. Well, yeah, now it's 50 rounds. That's pretty good. And that's nothing for shotgun. How is that supposed to work? You just shove another rocket at the same slot and suddenly there's space for 2 rockets, not for 1. Maybe it will work somehow. In a good way. Yeah, it's a heavy revolver. 125 damage. That's quite significant. At the same time, it's still a revolver, which is not that great. Well, the range though, 40. Range 50. Well, still, pistol now actually can work with quite far away. Not bad. Expand damage 195. No, the rifle's still better. Still better in all the ways. Pistol is more like a toy. To play with it for a bit, but practically useless. Because rifle better in DPS, in range, in weak spot damage, in everything. Maybe the base damage is a little bit weaker, but that's it. Okay, so we need to go to this place, I think. To get Scrubber Camp. Well, that's as well. That's Bounty Hunt. Clear out the cultists from Newton. Yeah, that's what we need to do. For that, we need to go this road, which will take quite a time, I suppose. Also need to get Trust of Order by this. That we can do it tomorrow. For now, we can finish. So, yeah. And the evening should be Divinity. And tomorrow we'll continue with the Outer Worlds. So, thank you for watching. And see you next time. Bye bye, Crimson, then. Have a nice day, both here. Yeah, I need to attach somehow Rumble chat to the stream, but it's not so easy. And main software so far didn't achieve anything with this. Well, yeah, we'll return to more retro stuff, like Blood. Will be more stuff. I wanna go. I also made list mostly. Well, I'm still in the process making backlog list of what I wanna go through. Definitely wanna go through a lot of series. All this, I don't know, Quakes, Half-Lives, all the old stuff, like Shadow Warrior, whatever things, Duke Nukems, everything. And apparently not only shooters. But yeah, a lot of things to go through. I wanna go through Fears, Bioshocks, everything. Would be cool. One day. Need some time for that. Some also rare things that I never played. But most of these games are somewhat short, so yeah, eventually I will go through this. But for now, I need to finish what I started, which is The Outer Worlds 2 and Total Chaos. And new games will be released very soon. So yeah, quite busy for now.